Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm sorry for any background noise. There is quite the thunderstorm that is rolling in, so try and make this quick. But they have us on a hail warning, a tornado warning, wind, just extreme thunderstorm. This boy is quite scared. But anyways, try and make this as quick as I can. I have one package to unbox. We're heading back to the garden because there's a few things that I want to get out of there before this storm hits, because I imagine it will wreak a little bit of havoc on some of that stuff. Finally have some tomatoes ready. I know the last garden video you probably saw me complain about my tomatoes not turning red. Well, it's like overnight they started turning red, so have some of those to harvest. Potatoes, lots of beans, cucumbers, and some zucchinis. So we're gonna get to that. I know, buddy, you hear the thunder. But anyways, we're gonna open up this box first. See what we have in here for a package. Looks like it's a box in a box. Oh, yeah, probably I'm gonna need a knife for this one. Let's see. Dang it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, back again. Oh, come on. I don't think all this tape was necessary. Okay. Well, this is pretty exciting. We got a water bath canner and all the little things. Oh, that's exciting. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be my next little while once I get this garden cleaned up. Okay, see you at the garden. Okay, we made it to the garden. I'm going to start with some tomatoes because I am so dang excited for these. Like I say, I watched these things be green for like 4 weeks, so it was very upsetting. Look at this. Red tomatoes. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to make spaghetti sauce and whatever else. And according to my knowledge, it's okay to pick tomatoes like this because they turn green from they turn red from the inside out. So this will keep ripening up in the house. So yeah, I'm so dang excited. There's a few that are getting there, but I think I'm just going to pick those ones for now. This whole 52-foot row is green tomatoes. So we're going to have a lot of tomatoes to make sauce and whatever else. So I'm pretty excited about my little tomato haul for today. Okay, let's move on. I have a couple orange peppers that are ready to go. So we're gonna pick these. And I do have plans to maybe put them on. I'm gonna make non-bread pizzas tonight. So usually I'll just get non-bread and put tomato sauce on there, some spinach, shrimp, mushrooms, peppers, onion, literally whatever else. So that's what we're going to have for supper tonight. I'm definitely going to use one of these orange peppers. Do have a few more banana peppers that are also ready to go, which we will kind of thought about just leaving them and letting them turn a little red or orange so they're a little spicier, but no. And then I have a couple jalapenos that are also ready to go. I got 2 right here, and then there is a handful more over there. So this is our haul so far. I'm starting with all the new things that we haven't harvested yet anyways, so pretty exciting. Okay, I'm gonna pick some long English cucumbers, just a couple, because there are a few that are ready to go. Oops, but we don't want to wreck that. Here are some long English cucumbers, and I'm just going to make these into some quick little fridge pickles, which we can eat with our sandwiches or lunches or whatever, or just eat cucumbers raw in our salad. So there's some cucumbers, my first cucumbers. This basket is filling up. I'm so excited. Way down yonder, we have some zucchinis that definitely got a little big. This is a massive zucchini. It's like half the size of my body. That is a more reasonable size. And here, I feel like if I move this, I'm going to wreck it. But there is like a baseball-sized spaghetti squash right there. So, yeah. Move along. This is more green zucchini over here. Doesn't look like they're ready to go. But here's another big one. Again, I'm just going to probably blanch these up and freeze them. I plan to make like a fire roasted veggie mix that's ready to just saute or throw on the barbecue, which is mostly going to be zucchini, mushrooms, peppers, onions, just all blanched, frozen, and it'll just be ready to go to pull out of the freezer and use for the winter. So that's my plan with this. Also, I'm going to shred it and use it for a zucchini cake and muffins and whatever else. Okay, now I have some more yellow zucchinis that got, again, way too big. I think I'm only going to pick one of these. I don't know if you're supposed to pick them yellow or orange, but there's a few smaller ones that are orange. But anyways, I'm just going to pick this one. And I found another red tomato. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, I guess we're going to move along. We're going to go over to some banana peppers, and then some jalapeno peppers and mini bell peppers and another kind of pepper, which I'm excited to tell you about. But we're going to head over to the banana peppers first and then back over there. Okay, here are some banana peppers. According to my research, purple means it's in the stage of changing color or a phosphorus deficiency. So, one of those. I'm going to assume maybe phosphorus because this is our first garden here. So we're not really familiar with the soil yet. But we do plan on getting some soil testing done, just so we can look after the garden how it needs to be looked after. Okay. Got another handful of banana peppers. Put those in there. Okay, I have some more jalapenos to harvest. They are also turning a little bit purple, so I don't know what that means. I'm not a huge fan of spicy, but I might mix up some salsa with them. And then here is some exciting, I don't know if you can see that or not. Right here, these are chocolate bell peppers, which are supposed to taste a little bit like cocoa. So you can see they look like little chocolate bell peppers. So I'm excited to try that. There's a couple plants right here. Let those ones grow out a little bit more. And then I got some mini bells up there, but they're all still green, so probably not going to pick them just yet. That right there is another spaghetti squash. And there's another one over here. These guys seem to be... Okay, I just counted. There were 8 spaghetti squash that literally seemed like they popped up overnight. So that's pretty exciting. But now we're just going to pick some green beans. We're heading off to a wedding tomorrow for the weekend. So I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff to get blanched tonight. But I also don't want to lose a bunch of stuff with this storm that's going to come through here. Because that would be devastating. Some of these aren't already, but there's definitely a ton of yellow beans that are ready, so we'll probably just head over there and start picking those ones. Alrighty, start picking some yellow beans. There's a ton of yellow beans. So I don't want to be blanching beans all night tonight, but I also don't want them all to be wrecked either, so start picking some of these. Oops. Back into some green beans again. Okay, I don't want to bore you with my bean picking, so we're going to move along, and I'm going to come back to this and pick some more beans, because there are hundreds and hundreds of beans here. The basket's getting pretty full, but we're going to pick a few more onions. These are just massive onions. Gonna pick the larger red one here. See how that looks. Oopsie. Just got some massive roots. Okay. This is some celery. I don't know. Should we just snip some of these off of here? I think you can do that. Looks like celery anyways. Smells like celery. This is going to be so cool to use in some soups over winter. So again, it's going to get blanched, cut up, blanched, and frozen. Huh. Cool. My husband and I are stopping by my parents' place for the weekend. Now, of course, it wasn't even pointed. I harvest some celery, and you didn't even get to see it. So I'll harvest a little bit more so you can see it. But anyways, my husband and I are stopping by my parents' place for the weekend. We're heading out to Alberta for a wedding. Just going to stay the night there to break up the drive, but I feel like I should put together a little gift basket for my mom. She has her own greenhouse, but she doesn't have half of this stuff growing, so it'd be kind of nice to give her a little basket. I have been seasoning like crazy with parsley over the last little while since I picked the last bunch. So I just picked a bunch more. I'm going to freeze this and pick some rosemary. I will pick some more parsley and dry it and then make it into a spice, but I'm just going to quickly grab the rest of the stuff over here that we harvested. Okay, some more onions. Onions, rosemary, parsley, green zucchini, yellow zucchini, a pickling onion, a handful of beans. Like I said, I gotta go back there and pick more beans because there's a bunch of them. So it'd be nice to take my mom some beans also. Some beans, long English cucumbers, which will make some fridge pickles with those. Banana peppers. Going to wash, cut, and freeze these for pickled banana peppers. Orange bell peppers. I love peppers if you haven't figured that one out. Some jalapenos. My chocolate bell peppers. Gonna have to try one of those tonight. And the tomatoes that I waited forever for. But there's also hundreds of tomatoes that are green yet. They just need to change color. But anyways, we are going to go and pick a few potatoes and probably call it a day. I'm going to keep picking beans, but that's all I'm going to show you. Okay, these potatoes have died back already, so we're going to start here and get those picked. Watch there not be any. Or maybe oh no. Okay, I was like, maybe I picked these already, but just left the plants there. No, there are a few potatoes. These were the smaller potato plants, so I don't see us getting too many, but we'll move along to some better looking plants here shortly. That is tiny. Oh, those are weeds. And then there's more potatoes right there. Okay. There's going to be no shortness of potatoes around here. Keep picking some potatoes because there's a lot. I already washed, cut up, and blanched some potatoes. Made them into hash browns. But I'm hoping to find some bigger potatoes that I can do the same with and turn them into French fries. We're gonna have so many potatoes. still got like a 50-foot row of red potatoes yet. And like another 40 feet of white potatoes. That a worm? Oh, it's almost gonna have a little freak out there for a second. It's weird how some of these plants give me like 10 potatoes and then the next one only gives like 2 potatoes. Either which way, we're gonna have a ton of potatoes. Only 2 potatoes in that one. I don't know if this ground just maybe got too dry and too packed that they couldn't grow. We'll do one more batch of red ones. I'm guessing this wasn't ready yet. But, oh well, the leaves were starting to die, so... Whew, I was getting a little worried there. Okay, here is our potato haul from today. Like I said, there's hundreds more to pick, so that's going to be a problem for another day. Okay, this is going to conclude my garden harvest for you guys today. I'm going to go pick some more beans and then call it a day myself before the storm gets here. But I'll quickly show you what we got. And then, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next one. Alrighty, here is our garden haul from today. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one.